In a previous episode, we've introduced you to the team at Total Nutrition and Therapeutics. In this episode, the personal and emotional story told by one of their most public success stories, a local teacher who one day came to the frightening realization that she had allowed everything else to take priority over her health and family.
When I started this journey back in January of 2013, I was at 298 and I wore size 22, triple XL, 3XL. So for me to go and buy that size clothing and to look at that on the scale, it was terrible. It was like I felt like I had already died, but I was still breathing. 4 years ago, I lost right over 100 pounds, and I didn't exercise doing it. It was a fad diet, and I didn't learn anything through that process other than, I could make the scale go down. I knew I was a ticking time bomb. I knew it wasn't going to be long before the numbers caught up to me. But I knew I felt terrible, and I knew that I couldn't look in the mirror at that person that was in that mirror. When you can't do that, it's time to make a change. When you know that you're affecting your family, it was time to make a change. To hear as a mother that you failed your kids health-wise, it's heartbreaking because, I'm their mom. I'm supposed to be their caretaker. I am a teacher, and I've taught for 7 years, and I decided this year that I would take time away from the classroom, not just to get myself healthy, but to be a mom, something I haven't been able to do. 10 months later, I'm 82 pounds down, and it's been slow, but in that process, Lori and her team play a huge role in my success, and even when I get to a healthy spot, I'll still continue to come to TNT for accountability purposes, and it may be a lifelong accountability relationship that I'll have with Lori and her team. I tell Lori all the time that she saved my life, or helped save my life. So I'm not ready to orphan my kids. They have a new mom. They do. We've returned to baseball games, professional football games, and college games, and that's something I haven't done for a long time because I didn't want to subject myself to, not being able to sit in a chair or being uncomfortable with someone sitting next to me, afraid I might touch somebody, and so it's been a good year. It has. I still have a ways to go, but I'm on my way. Just knowing that there's a lot of healing that had to take place to get to that starting point. And I did it. And I'm never going to turn back.
Tracy shares her decision to fight her fight so publicly was inspired in part by B.E. Thompson, another TNT success story who, to date, has lost 320 pounds after topping the scales at 540 prior to teaming up with Lori Essery and the team at TNT.